Today, I'm in Amarillo, Texas.
Ready to blaze a trail through Texas and find some good whiskey.
Welcome to Amarillo, buddy.
That list is going to die off before most of them get those bottles.
More than likely.
I mean, I know I said no budget, but I'm still just not buying dumb bottles. Cowboys don't do that.
Yeah, but Roscoe Pico trained us.
You don't happen to have a photo of a rooster on you, do you? Let's get to handing out some whiskey. Today, I'm in Amarillo, Texas, and we're doing a little bourbon hunting. Of course, at the Cadillac Ranch, getting things started this morning. We're going to hit quite a few stores today, but we're going to do it a little different than we normally do it. Normally, we try to drop into a place, really document what the bourbon scene's like, what stores are like, and try not to give them a heads up that we're coming. I mean, sometimes they find out, but that's never our intention. But a lot of y'all have asked, can you do meetups? I want to know when you're in my town. So we thought, what if we just let everybody know? But what if more than just letting people know, we made it so that you couldn't miss us? Like, make the loudest, gaudiest thing we could so that if you see us, you know exactly what's going on. And we also wanted to come up with an incentive for you to track us down and find us at the store. And that's where Old Dominick stepped up and hooked us up, loaded us up with as much whiskey as we could possibly tote, swag, all sorts of things in here to give away to folks if you just come up to us in a liquor store. Now, we made it fun. You got to show me a picture of the Old Dominick rooster, really any rooster. It could be chaos. This could be a whole chaotic thing. It could be fine. Nobody could care and we could just do a normal bourbon hunt. I don't know. We're going to find out, but I wanted to bring somebody along just in case it is a little chaotic. He's a little chaotic. Now, already, this is a 2011 Dodge Charger, fully loaded out, 5.7 Hemi car. Like, it's got bells and whistles, heated and cooled cup holders, all sorts of things. We got a few little gremlins, mostly electrical from all the lighting system, low voltage problems we got to work out. But other than that, it's been great. Right now, it's got a little over 2,000 miles on it. And of course, you bring Josh and shenanigans ensue. He decided there was a much needed customization to the front of our Rooster Patrol car here.
We got horns, got a hat, ready to blaze a trail through Texas and find some good whiskey.
The horns do come with the car as long as the horns stay on the car throughout the duration. I go on the record here as saying this is a bad idea right here to zip tie horns to the front of a moving automobile, but we're gonna see how she goes. It's gonna be fun. Let's get to that first store. And this store is M&R Liquors, which took us a second to find because apparently they're replacing their sign. Penelope's off the bat, all the 2XOs right there. 107 proof Nelson Brothers Reserve. One of the things I haven't mentioned, we're just gonna have no budget for this video. So we're gonna buy everything we want. And 107 proof Nelson Brothers interests me very much. Cowboy Country Blue Label Maker's Mark. So it's Cowboys, but they didn't have to license the Cowboys because it doesn't say Cowboys on it. It just says Cowboys Country. It does have the star there, so I assume they got cut in, just didn't use the actual exact logo. Kind of crazy. He said he thought that these were more scarce and the lower proof ones were more prominent, but plenty of them right there. Apparently our Brewzle Discord, real high on the old Ezra 7, and I agree, this is a good bottle. I've got it, I'm not buying it. I've got some of these, but good bottles. Cask Strength 13th Colony right there. High Rye Peerless for $145. Have you had this? All right, we're getting this one for you. We just went to the distillery and I got another one of these. I got one open and I got a backup. We're gonna get that one to drink on this trip. I need a cowboy bourbon. If we find one in Texas, I'm buying it.
A Legend Yamazaki cask finish.
Okay.
Yamazaki's real good. I'm real curious about it.
I am not as curious about it.
Because the Yamazaki's a single malt.
Welcome to Amarillo, buddy.
Appreciate it. What's your name?
My name's Rick Richards.
Rick, nice to meet you, Rick. So you're local here?
Yeah.
Are you into bourbon?
Oh, big time.
How's the bourbon scene here?
Pretty weak.
Are there clubs and organizations or?
In Amarillo, not too much. There's one that's pretty good size. All the stores are small. We don't have anything big.
Okay.
Like Total Wine or Specs. We have none of that. They're all just small like this.
What kind of stuff are you hunting for?
I like a lot of the bottled and bonds, the 110 proofs.
So you like a little extra proof, but not maybe cask strength?
I do like a little cask strength, depending on what it is. I've been looking at getting some Still Austin.
What's your favorite brands?
I really like the Wild Turkey.
Have you had the 8-year 101 yet?
I haven't been able to find it. I went out the other day looking for it. It's down in Houston. My buddy sent me a picture with a whole stack of them. And I'm like, they're not here. Buffalo Trace here is really hard to find.
Okay.
I went looking for that the other day. And I found one store. Found some Eagle Rare. They're wanting $65, $70 a bottle for them. And
I mean, $65 is not terrible for Eagle Rare if you can't get it for MSRP. The thing that I found that was super interesting that we grabbed, they've got 13th Colony cask strength right here. That's a super hard bottle to get.
I've actually told my fellow people that you're out here, so you might have more people out hunting for you.
You coming to the thing tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get some folks there. They hold 250 people. Let's pack it out.
I got a fireman friend. He's taking half the day off so he can go. So
awesome. We're gonna have a lot of fun there.
Amarillo's just a small. We're growing really, really fast. But as far as bourbon's concerned, it's still on the small side for the most part. And it's sad. I've been advocating for these bigger stores to come in, and I kind of think these smaller ones are keeping them out.
Yeah, well, the problem is population. I don't know, what's the population here? A lot of whiskey is distributed on population, and so, like, Texas gets a lot, but then if you're a small city in Texas, Dallas is going to get it, Austin's going to get it,
but
San Antonio.
Our grocery stores can't sell liquor.
Yeah.
Our big box stores can't sell liquor. We don't get the influx of liquor into Amarillo that your other places that do that get.
Right.
So you get small batches, you get them, when you're there, you don't.
But there's a lot of great stuff here. Dude, 13 Colony. I've had some of this Frank August stuff here. It's really good. I don't know which one to buy because I don't know the difference in what I tried and what those are.
For me, I can't justify spending $100, $200 on a bottle when I can find 3 bottles that I'll probably like as much for that much money.
Sure. Whiskey in general is kind of weird like that because even for me, there are bottles that are expensive that I buy that I don't like as much as something that is less expensive. But it took that extra money to make that expression, and I respect it for what it is, even though I might like an Eagle Rare better, and this one was 3 times the price. But still, I buy those bottles because they are a unique, interesting expression. And the more I get into learning about what it takes to make whiskey, the more I understand that that's what it took to produce that bottle. And it might not be as good as just like something Buffalo Trace puts out that they found in their closet, but it's still like, and especially if it's a small producer doing it, I understand.
Now the good thing is I've got a friend who's got a collection kind of like what you've got.
Okay.
I've got pictures in my phone. Selection. I know you hate that word. I know you.
Nah, it's just fun to correct people.
I've sent him 24 sample bottles, and he's been sending me just massive. I just got a huge shipment from him of samples.
Awesome.
He's like, Rick, I want you to try these.
That's what bourbon's about.
I don't want you going out and buying stuff, putting it on the shelf, and finding out you don't like it. So try all of these, find out what you like, and then go spend your money on it, so you're not wasting any money.
What's the best thing you found that way?
Stag. I really like Stag.
Hard to beat a good Stag.
I watch you almost every day, brother. So
thank you.
Almost every day.
You don't happen to have a picture of a rooster with you, do you?
Absolutely, I do. I was thinking, why is he hunting for a rooster? I got the dang rooster right here.
Oh, look at you. Got the rooster right there. Hang out until we finish hunting. We got something for you in the car. Always check these Willets. 4-year. Man, I wouldn't mind finding an 8 or 7. This your store?
I am the general manager up here. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Not the owner or anything, but
So how's the bourbon scene in Amarillo?
it's honestly not too bad. We get a lot of the scraps away from like Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, El Paso, all that stuff. So not like we get a ton of stuff. We do see some pretty cool things come through, but it's like everywhere else. It kind of just feeds in for the most part.
13 Colony cask strength's hard to find.
Yeah,
I'm surprised to see, most of a case sitting there.
They told me late last week, they were like, hey, I got some, like, send whatever you can. I'll take whatever it is that you have.
So they haven't been sitting around too long. They just happen to be there.
Just came in at the right time, thankfully. The last time I saw it was probably about 4 months ago, and they go almost immediately. I'm honestly kind of surprised they're still sitting there too from Father's Day weekend. I used to have all of our allocated stuff behind the counter. I'm trying to get it out, get a little more eyes on, slowing down the bourbon scene here, I guess, is slowing down a little bit more compared to
the interest in just buying anything is slowing down.
Yeah, absolutely. They're still looking for the usuals for the most part, but we have some good stuff that's out there on the shelves, but it just kind of takes a little while for them to go compared to about 2 or 3 years ago.
Any good bottles you have here that you think most people are sleeping on, or any good local things that you think, whether you have it or not, things you think we should be hunting for?
Yeah, we actually got in some of the Still Austin red corn. Still Austin gets all of their grains from up here around Amarillo. We call that one our most local that we have at this moment anyway. There is a distillery in town that's about to release their own bourbon, but they haven't done it for retail just yet. Past that, Texas bourbons, Still Austin's probably the most local that we have for the most part.
We're very familiar with Still Austin. Red corn, blue corn was some of my favorite bottles from last year.
Absolutely. I did get to try the new release for this one, and it's fantastic. I actually think I like the red corn a little bit more than I like last year's release.
You went with it? You couldn't pass on it?
I'm getting the legend. Still trying to turn you into a single malt finish.
It's not going to happen.
This is bourbon.
It is?
With
Yeah.
a single malt finish.
No. Where was it distilled? Is that Kentucky distillate?
But yeah, it's a Yamazaki cask finish. I mean, I'll read it to make sure. But I mean,
Ivy's fine. We'll give it a
Legend
try.
makes Kentucky bourbon. Finish in wine, sherry, and ex-Yamazaki cask.
Okay. It sounds like it might
Might
have a
have
chance.
lost me in wine and sherry there.
That sounds more interesting to me.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
These are things you have
Yes,
right now?
So
Okay.
the first page is
Barrel Tale of Two Islands. They brought that back. That was interesting. They got an 18-year calumet. I passed on one of those the other day. $530. The Dogfather 15 years. So it's either buff turkey or it's light whiskey.
This one is, let's see here, distilled in Kentucky on that one. That's all it says
It's
on
probably
the back.
a buff
So,
turkey.
buff turkey.
What's the price? $300-ish?
I think it's more than that, actually. So, yeah.
$785. Yeah, we're gonna.
Pass on that one.
Yeah, the way my check-ins are saved, I have an unlimited budget, but I still am not going to get dumb. Let's see, some J. Mattingly's, Jack Daniel's single malt, Kentucky Owl Rye 11, Old Ezra 7 Rye, White Earp small batch. What's the proof on the White Earp small batch?
This one is the lower proof on that one. It is 48%, so 96.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. So these are things you don't have on the second page. Okay.
We let them know we can get them added on. It's a chronological list on that one, which, it's not a whole lot of fun breaking people's hearts like that.
You're going to get these at some point. You're going to get on a long list.
Well, it's, the like pappies that we see around Christmas time, we only see once a year, and our pappy list is unreal.
So it's going to be a few years before anybody could get one.
But around this area, we don't get a whole lot on our allocated side on that one for sure.
So it's just the first person that came in that asked to be on the list. It's going to be the person to get it. And that guy asked in 1997.
Pretty close. We're in about 2018, 2019 on some of them at this point, and here we are in 2025. I've been with the company about 6 years in total. I've laid eyes on, like the pappies and stuff like that, probably about 3 or 4 times.
So statistically speaking, that list is going to die off before most of them get those bottles.
More than likely.
Creme Brulee Penelope?
Yes, sir. That is one of their newer releases. It's been pretty heavily allocated over here for us, too.
It's a French oak. It looks nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, no
It
problem.
looks nice. It almost got me. French oak's just a little too over the top for me.
I'm kind of right there with you. I haven't developed a taste for it myself.
Oh, they do have some Jack and Nulu and Yellowstone picks we missed. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We got one tip on a Rooster. We got to go give some rewards. We've got some cash strength high rye. We've got some bourbon coladas right here, which is a limited release of their beer finish. And then the blue label there, I believe, is their lower proof Tennessee whiskey, I think. Is it maybe the bonded Tennessee whiskey? Which one strikes your fancy?
Really like some rye.
You want the high rye? It's not a rye, but it
I'm
is a high
sending you
rye.
with the bourbon colada.
You're going to get a bourbon colada too.
Okay,
spillway.
cool.
But it's a 90 proof high rye. Still, good bottle. 90 proof.
TJ, I appreciate it, buddy. You're going to meet a lot of great people out here today.
Thank you.
We got a lot of great people live in Amarillo.
I'm glad you found us. Okay, we bought a couple of bottles there. I mean, I know I said no budget, but I'm still just not buying dumb bottles. I'm just going to buy every bottle I really, really want. I know that 18-year Calumet Farms is probably fantastic, but I just don't want to spend that much on a bottle of whiskey. I just don't. I mean, I've done it on this channel, but it's like corporate thing. I might. Y'all let me know in the comments. If y'all just like absolutely, if the top comment on this video is buy the 18-year Calumet Farms, next time I see it, I'll buy it. Racking up a bill, but you don't get good whiskey without paying for it. At least, unless you show me a picture of a rooster. And now, I-40 and Grand. Ooh, look at there, 1792 Sweet Wheat sitting right there. I'm gonna leave it because I got one. I've probably only seen that in stores 2 or 3 times. There it sits.
$9.99, good price.
I shouldn't have. I'm not going to. Oh, this is the Penelope Old Fashioned. Peach Old Fashioned. Haven't had that. Gotta get that. Straight bourbon corn, rye, wheat, malted barley, private selects. That's a barrel pick. Big old Fat Daddy Wellers. And the Fat Daddy Buffalo Trace. $59.99 for each of those. Apparently you just need to come through this area if you want Weller. Special Reserve. I probably should just buy it by the gallon and just take it home and use it as a mixer. Oh, 8-year Wild Turkey right there. And some folks said they couldn't find it. There it is right there for 50 bucks. It's always the little stores, you know, crazy little stores that don't get a ton of people hunting. If you're really bourbon hunting, if you're serious about it, and you want to find the rare stuff, even stuff that's like not super rare, but not available regularly, you just got to put in the time. More 13th Colony Cask Strength right there. $84.99. I think that's $14 cheaper than where I bought it. That's a fancy bottle. I don't know much about that.
Addictivo is a brand of tequila, and this is apparently a whiskey. It's the first I've ever seen of it.
Also, I've learned wearing black felt hats in the summer, cowboys don't do that.
Yeah, but Roscoe Pico train does.
There's a big selection. When he said it was here and it was a low thing, I didn't expect a lot of it. Little Whistle Pig 12s back there. Honeydew, single barrel Garrison's, Alberta Premium, Cask Strength Rye. Limited edition Alberta Premium. I feel like that might be something somebody gets mad at me that I'll leave here. What do you think about that Alberta Premium right there?
I like Canadian rye. They can carry a lot more age on them too. I don't know, 70 bucks. You interested?
Does it have an age statement on it?
It does not seem to be age stated.
I'm gonna pass on it then. Those are some dark TXs right there. Finished in sherry and finished in cognac.
I'm not the biggest fan of either really, but probably cognac over sherry.
All right, you talked me out of it. 9-banded Texas, low proof MGP. How do you typically handle allocated products here?
First come, first serve, really.
Okay, so you just put them out when you get them, or do you, regulars?
Yeah, I mean, I do keep it for my regulars, but like I said, first come, first serve.
That cat is struggling.
Yeah, he got a little haircut there. They took too much off. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. He did the eye dart to the side when I asked about allocated bottles, which means he has some back there, but he didn't offer them up. I wasn't going to ask for them. I broached the subject. He seemed to he wanted to hold them for locals. I respect that. And now, 27th liquor store. I don't know what happened to the other 26 of them, but this is the 27th. I assume it's the street. I don't know. Do have some E.H. Taylor up there for $75. That Kentucky Owl 10-year rye right there. A couple of bottles of EHT for $75.
$17.92, bottled and bond.
Barrel pick. It's hard to beat that. That's a great price. Good whiskey for $35. Cask Strength Still Austin for $60. Oh, this is the Coors whiskey. It looks like about the same color as a Coors Light. Always look at the boxes, just so you know. Dude, that's light. That is light. Like Coors has the budget to just wait.
What is distilled, aged, and bottled by Sazerac?
Is it by Sazerac? He said Coors. Well, there you go. Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, this is just a whiskey. This is not a bourbon. Well, that makes a difference. I'll take back what I said. I'm still not buying it. It's a fancy looking bottle. Spirit distilled from Soltol. Don't even know what that is. Some holidays. Baker 7. 7-year, 5 months Baker 7. This is the barrel proof TX right here. All right, now we talking. We'll take that one right there, I think. There's stuff on the end caps. Don't know much about most of these. Y'all tell me what I missed out on. Old Hansford. Like, they screwed up on the label and they wrote in, like, literally wrote in the proofs and stuff. Like, look at that. That's my kind of place, because I know, because I've done that. Distilled in Texas and Indiana, bottled by them. If you get some Texas whiskey that is way too Texas, blending it with some MGP, actually pretty smart, because you can maybe use the Texas whiskey as kind of a flavoring instrument in that blend. So that might not be bad.
At least 2 years. So they got 2-year-old Texas juice with some MGP juice.
Joseph Magnus cigar blend sitting right there for $180 freaking dollars. Pull that down, see what batch that is. Make sure that's not like one that's been sitting there for a minute.
$2.97.
Yes, it's not been sitting there for a minute. You ever had a Magnus cigar blend?
Oh yeah, they're damn delicious.
I'm gonna pass on it. I've got one. I've got to back up, and we don't go through them that fast.
That's what Justin's always aiming for with our Stogie batch with Crittendens.
It's just you're trying to match that with the Crittendens.
Yeah, trying to make a cigar batch from. J. Magnus, they wrote the book on it. They're the best at it.
Yeah, Nancy Fraley blends that for them, and she's done a great job with it. Sinatra right there for $179. $70 for a 15-year Johnny Walker. I don't know if that's a good price or not. The way scotches are priced, it seems like a 15-year-old Johnny Walker would be more than $70.
Which one? That's the green one?
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, I mean, you see the blue label jumps up to $250.
Glenlivet over here, 18's $179. There's a single barrel $17.92 back there. See, that full proof is $70. The store pick is $41. Make that make sense.
And this is going to be better, too.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I left an E.H. Taylor sitting there for anybody that's looking for it here in Amarillo, Texas. It was $75. I think that's more than a fair enough price for that bottle. Let's get on to the next store. And now, Quality Liquors. Our horns are staying on the car just fine. TJ.
I'm Sam. How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Chris.
Chris.
Nice to meet you. My wife, Kara.
Hey, Kara. TJ.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. How long have you been here?
Something like 27 years.
Okay.
And her dad started it, and she got it, and then, you know, I'm a retired electrician. I work harder now than I did then, it seems like.
All the Weller green label you could possibly want right there. It seems to be right here, north and south of this place, seem to get all the green label. So was it Kansas, Oklahoma, had all, like every store I went into had Weller green label, and almost every other state, it's either kind of hard to get or impossible to get. The thing that jumps out to me right here is Silver Belly and all of these. Yeah, Lasso Motels. I mean, Silver Belly's Alan Jackson's thing, but I've never seen those bottles.
This one's really cool. Rare release of 1958 bottles. He was born in 1958.
So it's just based around his birthday?
Yeah, know anything about the Balboa Rye?
I mean, I haven't had the Balboa Rye. I know a little bit about New Riff.
Well, there's a whole lot of guys around here right now are really like, they're getting into the rye game, you know what I mean,
Sure.
a little bit. They don't like ryes. I've turned some people onto that, and they're like, what? You know.
That's the rye to get you into ryes, is the New Riff Balboa Rye.
The Frank August rye, the case study number 3, I believe it is another one that I've gotten people onto ryes with.
There's a lot of good bourbon-friendly ryes out there. Really
Yes, sir.
are.
Yeah, there
People
are.
are afraid of them because they've had something that's like super over-the-top rye. Are you recording me, recording you, recording me, recording you?
Recording you, recording me. What,
Are we
we're not
live?
gonna do this. No, we're
This
not
is like
live yet.
Inception.
I seen you one time, you were looking at J.P. Weiser's.
Yeah?
I've got a 24.
That's Canadian, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's Canadian.
blended Canadian whiskey.
The old Louisville's.
Yeah, we know Old Louisville pretty well. We've got several bottles from them. I think most of the stuff we've had are single barrels, so they'll all be a little different.
I'm a huge fan. This one right here.
I think that one's probably going to be MGP as well. I don't know. He may source from several places, not real sure. Distilled in Indiana.
Tell me about this Lasso Motel.
I really like all the Lassos.
Where's it coming out of?
I think it's MGP, Indiana.
Yeah, so 18-year-old MGP American whiskey.
But, I mean, they've done some really nice stuff.
Yeah, I
mean-
just because it's MGP doesn't mean it's bad. I just need somebody to tell me it's good.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you it's good.
Okay.
Uh,
I've never seen a ladybird. I don't know what that is. Or at least I've never paid attention to it if I've seen it.
it's good.
So this one's finished, infused with honey and finished in cognac cask. I think I'm going to wait and see if I can find a cowboy, though. I think that's the one to grab if I can snag it. Little baby Weller Special Reserve. Maybe I've seen one of those.
This one is about 1.5 miles away from.
Oh, that's their bourbon. Somebody was telling me they were coming out with a bourbon.
Oh, this is the one I was going to give you.
Oh, you going to give it to me? Because I'll buy it.
No.
Okay.
It's a distillery only.
Okay.
Is the only place you can get that.
I got you.
They don't have it in restaurants.
Somebody was telling me they were about to drop it in retail, and I was like, we might have
No,
to try to look for
I
it.
was over there talking to Carl.
Not going to do it.
No.
That is one cool
Bomb
bottle
City,
right
yeah,
there.
that's
Look at
neat.
that.
That's the same one we saw it at a couple of bars we went to, but it was the clear distillate.
Check this out.
This is the same bottle we used on the Oak Bowery one. That is exactly the same bottle that we used, except they stuck a light on the bottom of it and this thing on top of it. And it's got a little indentation for the label, so it's maybe a customized version of that bottle, but same basic shape. How much different it looks with just a few accessories. I think I need one of these little bitty baby Weller. Can I get a dusty one over here?
Yeah.
I need a little baby Weller for the just to put it on the bar. How do you handle allocations here?
Customers that come in and buy from us regularly, I know them by name. They come in and I say, hey, how you doing?
You just kind of hold them for regulars.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a respectable way of doing it.
Yeah, and we don't jack the prices up on we do the same markup on any allocation that we would on any other bottle in the store.
What kind of allocations do you have on site right now that you might sell to a local if they walked in and asked for it?
I've got Eagle Rare. I've got plenty of Blantons.
And you got that straight from the barrel. Got some Dom Perignon if anybody needs it.
Eagle is $40.
Okay, that's a respectable price on that.
Blantons is hitting at $76. Straight from the barrel, $170. It went up.
That's the best Blantons they make to me. I mean, I'm sure there's some super limited ones.
I'll go with straight from the barrel over a gold any day.
Is that bottle available for me to buy, or are you going to hold that one for a local?
No, I'll sell it to you.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take the straight from the barrel. Awesome. Well, we're going to go back here and check out the regular selection. Looks like we've got some folks. You waiting on me?
Yes, sir.
You don't happen to have a photo of a rooster on you, do you?
Yes, I do. My good friend Travis Hudson sent me over here. He's at a sonogram. He has his baby next month, so he's like, "Can you please go over there for me?" I was doing my oil change.
Do you have another picture of a rooster? Because if you've got another picture of a rooster, then we'll get him a bottle too.
All right. Oh, it was for good. I was gonna do it for him.
No, I'll get you one too. We'll get you one too. How's it going?
Going good, Tino Martinez.
TJ.
How are you?
He's acting all coy, but he tracked us. He was riding around looking for the car and caught us at the burrito shop across the street. You got a rooster picture?
I do, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at there. It's a good looking rooster right there. All right, give me just a second. We're going to go over this. I want to get a good look at the selection here, and then we'll get y'all hooked up outside. Pendleton Military Edition. I don't think I've seen that one before. All right, this one we can get far enough away. 82nd Airborne. Kind of cool. Again, my dad was in the 82nd Airborne. I think that's just a souvenir bottle. I don't know if it's like great drinking whiskey or not. My old Kentucky home. We're not buying Kentucky bourbon out here unless it's really hard to get. Boundary Oak stuff. I've heard of Boundary Oak, just not my Kentucky home. Bottled by Boundary Oak. That's the one right there.
Still Austin Red Corn.
Oh yeah, the red corn. Yeah, those are really good.
This is the 6 year. We did a blind test. The 6 year blows the 5 year out of the water.
All right, so the 5 year is what they released last year,
Yep.
and this is what they've released this year.
This one got on the shelf this week.
We're gonna just take one in.
I also have a June's Nancy's Pick.
Okay. Oh, those are somebody gave me a sample of the Nancy's Pick.
Which one?
I don't even know, but it was fantastic.
I mean, tonight I'm going to be with y'all if you want me to bring that bottle.
As long as they're okay bringing bottles, I'm down. We'll drink all these. And of course, Buffalo Trace single barrel pick right here. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Let's get to handing out some whiskey right there.
Thank you, sir.
Little Old Dominick High Rye. Have you tried the High Rye?
No, I have not.
You can now. Right there. Yes, sir. He's got a little bourbon colada over here, too. Now, these are beer finished. So they basically barrel age a beer and then they finish the whiskey in that barrel when it's done. It's really, really interesting.
And this was a coconut lime beer that they finished it with. And these are little gifts from Spillway Wine and Spirits. They were only released at my store.
We have had a great time so far here in Amarillo, Texas. We've got a lot of great bottles of whiskey. We've given away an awful lot of whiskey, but we still got more to do. Like Amarillo's a big town. We've still got a lot of stores we want to go to. We want to keep these videos manageable, but we want to go to as many stores as we can, do as much hunting as we can, and share all that with you. So we are going to split this into 2 parts. So our next bourbon hunt will be the second half of Amarillo. Y'all let me know. Do you like these? Do you like any aspect of it? Some aspects of it may be good. Some aspects of it may be bad. The fact that we have no budget, that we're pushing the boundaries, that we're giving away bottles of whiskey, we're announcing where we're going, so the stores are sitting there waiting for us lots of times. I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it make these videos better? Does it make them worse? I'm not judging at this point. I don't know. We'll see how the video comes out. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end. We'll see you in the next one where we continue on this Amarillo hunt.